Hello and welcome to our Advent dance tutorials. So, what I want to talk to you today about is Desteroza. It's a reggaeton step. Reggaeton has a styling of being very earthy down to the ground. So we typify this by physically being down to the ground. So the shoulders are rolling forwards, the body is coming forwards, we have bent knees, and our feet are generally quite flat on the ground most of the time. Obviously when they're not stepping, but when they're standing, they're flat on the ground, which is very different to a salsa, which is shoulders back, chest high, and nice fluffy fingers. So we're down on the ground doing earthy moves. So this would be a stomp, this sort of thing. But we're going to learn Desteroza today. Desteroza is a hip movement. And some people think about it in terms of if you imagine you've got a towel after a shower and you're drying yourself with a towel. Those are the arms sometimes we use. What I want you to also now imagine a piece of string that's coming from there. It's tied to your hip, goes through, tied to your other hip and coming out here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull on the string here and the hip comes this way. Pull this way and the hip comes this way. Okay, so I give that one a go from side to side. But as you can see, I'm moving my whole body with that and my legs. And we want to isolate the motion in the hips a bit more. It's much easier to do when we bend our knees. Take your legs a bit further apart, bend those knees. Get hold of those pieces of string and we're going to push, well, pull, really pull, pull, pull. Now to isolate them, you have to try and imagine your top half of your body is stuck still in something that is holding it from moving anywhere whilst your hips are moving. And then you see much more definition of movement than if you go with it. Okay, so you should see that difference. Isolation really makes a difference. So holding that from here and pulling, pulling, pulling. The deeper we go, the more movement takes place. And with Desteroza, we're looking at lifting and replacing one foot at a time as we do it. So as we go into this side, pull and up, pull. We tend to not do 1, 2, 1, 2. We tend to go into one of them, pull. So my leg, I'm going to show you from the back. Go into one of them, and so the hips are kind of going in a smiley face one side to the other side as you go. So it's into it and into it. I'm moving my arms in the same way as my hips are moving, and it's really good on this standing leg in terms of an exercise for your legs. We often will develop this move by going deeper and up, deeper and up, and we sometimes will go in a half circle or even a full circle going round. One, round, round. Again with the turning, sticking with your heel, on your heel, allowing your toe to stay a bit higher off the ground. As you turn around, will stop you from making it too difficult on your foot and your knees. So we're going round and then the other way. Finish us off. There, there. So let's go back to our basics again. Going down and pulling and pulling and pulling. And then we're going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm replacing my foot, it's heel toe, heel toe, heel toe each time. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And we often develop it even further by getting the head involved, another isolated motion. So we're going with it. Again, the body is staying still. So the hips, so the shoulders are moving, the hips are moving, the arms are moving, the head's moving, but the body is remaining still. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And this side, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And that's the Desteroza.